Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Nisi and I'm here with two awesome guys. And today's video actually it's about what men like in the woman that they would like to, settle down with. And then if this is your first time on my channel, please don't hesitate to click the subscribe button, like, comment. I'll really appreciate it. But until then, let's get right into the video. So here with me I have Philip.
Hello.
And I have Rodchak.
Hi guys, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. So basically I want them to give us an insight. So instead of just saying, oh, I did my investigations, it's better to hear from the horse's mouth. I'm not saying that their opinions is going to cut across everyone's opinions, but it's going to give us at least an idea of what maybe most men would appreciate in a woman. So let me start with you, Philip.
Even though I'm against the whole thing. Yeah, no.
But let's say you meet a girl that and you start dating her. What kind of behavior, what kind of what do I call it now? What kind of attributes do you think if she possesses, would actually motivate you to get married to her? Like, not just because she wants to motivate you, but somebody you'd like to spend the rest of your life with. What kind of attributes would you want her to possess?
For me, it's trust, loyalty, respect. Okay.
Yeah, the wolves so they can hear you. Don't be scared. So trust,
loyalty,
respect.
Not just respect for me, but respect for herself as well.
Okay, like in what sense? Can you give me an example?
The way she dresses.
Okay, so she must be decent.
Yes.
Okay.
She must respect herself as a person and the way she dresses to go out in public. To not say, hey, look at me, I'm everybody's girl, I want to be just one guy's girl.
That's awesome. So respect, trust, and loyalty. So if the girl is loyal to you, like that is one of the things you look for. So what about you?
Well, for me, there are certain values that I look out for, like how does she treat other people around her? Her family members, how does she treat her immediate family members, like her parents? Does she respect her parents? Does she respect her siblings? Because I feel that the way she treats them,
Other people.
yes, exactly, is the way she's going to treat other people too. Other values such as respect, as you mentioned,
Yes.
and kindness, someone who is lovable and cheerful,
Yes.
and someone who can communicate very well. I really take communication very seriously because I've come to realize from the little of my experience that
Yeah.
communication plays a vital role. I need to be able to have her tell me how she feels. For me, it's very important. I need to know if she's upset, I need to know if she's happy, I need to know what makes her excited and what makes her moody. For me, this is one way I can really get to know her. But if she doesn't communicate, it's really going to create a problem for me.
So more like you wouldn't even want to be with somebody who is potential.
Not at all. That's just going to kill the whole relationship for me.
Wow, that's serious. So coming to the society where we are now, like a lot of things are changing, and a lot of girls now in the present society, they want to be independent, and they also want an already made guy, like a guy who has money, who has a house, who is driving a nice car, who is working in a place where they pay him a reasonable amount of money as salary, so the person can take care of them. Now, I hear a lot of people complain, especially guys. How do you feel about this? Do you think it's okay? What is your perception about this? What is happening in the world right now with relationships and spouses?
In my opinion, if I had to meet the one,
Yes.
I'd at least want her to also be able to contribute to not just the relationship but financially as well, because it's nice for the guy to bring in everything because that's how
It's supposed to
We
be.
got raised
Yes.
that the man is the breadwinner and the woman is just
A
there
supporter.
to be supportive of the house and everything else. So, in that sense, I get where you're coming from. With everyday society now is not under that rule anymore, if I can say it like that.
So you mean that's with the independent part, right?
Yes.
So for the woman to want to be independent, you feel is very much welcomed and okay, right? But then talking about a woman who wants a guy who has everything and she just wants to come in and just enjoy herself. She doesn't want to be stressed. She just wants a guy who has everything, not a broke guy, not a guy who has even potential. Because you know, before people used to look at other people's potentials before they want to be with them, right? But we're talking about a lady who doesn't even care about your potential. All she cares about is that you have right now and you're able to take care of her and all of her needs. How do you feel about that kind of situation? Would you like to be with a woman like that?
No, actually not. Because if you want it to work, it must work from both sides, not just from one side.
Right?
So, in that sense, I get that everybody wants to be independent and they want everything to be preset and happy-go-lucky and ready for everything, but still, you need to work on it.
That's true. That's very true. How about you? How do you
Yeah.
feel about that?
I'm all for ladies being independent, not a problem with that. In fact, I commend that and I encourage that because a woman needs to be able to stand on her feet, and think straight as well. The woman also has to bring something to the table. It's not just, as he said, one-sided. But this situation about the man having it all and the lady just coming in, I do have a problem with that because it also boils down to the communication I talked about earlier on. Because if a lady just comes in and she's not contributing to the household, she's not doing anything, then she becomes more like a liability because she's going to be a mother soon. So what is she going to pass across? What's she going to pass across to the children? And when you're thinking of a wife, you're thinking of a family. I mean, that's what comes to your mind.
So do you think that because if you say that there are men who specifically want their wives to be housewives, like they want them to be stay at home moms, looking after the kids, making sure they are comfortable, making sure that they are well groomed.
Okay.
So but the main point is that when you find a woman who wants a man who has everything, because these two things are different. It's a different situation if the woman is a housewife, because definitely as a housewife she's contributing.
That's right.
By taking care of the home, taking care of the kids, making sure that the home is in order.
Okay.
But then as what you call it now, it's different from a woman who from the beginning, she's not your wife yet. She's just a woman who you met or who you're attracted to, but she doesn't want to be with you because she wants you to have everything. Like she wants you to have the money, the car, a great job, everything, just for her to be comfortable.
Then it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth it for me. I'd rather go out with a lady who is willing to show me that she can take part of the responsibility that comes with starting a home. If a lady is just showing me clearly that it's just about the money, honestly, it's not worth it for me. I'll just be wasting my time. So
do you guys have any experiences to share as to maybe as just a short story maybe of somebody who has portrayed some sort of behavior that made you feel that no, I cannot be with that person? You don't have to give a long list, just a short story. Like, hey, I was with this girl one time and this is how she was. Maybe she was lazy. Maybe she didn't have potential. She didn't have dreams. She was just lazy, and that was what discouraged. So something like that. Do you have any experiences?
I actually do. And this comes back from 4 years ago. So long story short, I was with a girl, she kept on job hopping. I told her to get something stable because if we wanted to move in together, and I popped the question because that's what the next step was. But I told her, if you want a job up, we're going to break it off because I need both partners to be stable, not just job-wise, but relationship-wise as well. Because if you're going to keep on accusing me of cheating, then it's not going to work. If you can't keep a stable job, also, because for a relationship to work, you need stability.
Yes, absolutely.
And especially if there's a kid coming into the relationship as well. The kid sees it as shit, one parent is stable and the other one is
disorganized.
Not even half stable.
Yeah.
So that for me is a make or break.
Wow. So stability is like the breaking point for you. If someone is unstable and not straightforward, not honest, because with instability comes dishonesty. Somebody who is not stable will always have the need to lie and to do certain things that are unwelcomed. So how about you? Do you have any short
Yeah,
story
let me
of-
just make it short. Yeah, I met this pretty girl, honestly, very beautiful girl. Woo. And then the first thing she told me was that she was in debt. That was the first thing she told me.
Wow.
She was in debt. She had accounts that, where she was liable for and things like that. So the first thought that came to my mind was, whoa, already she was in debt, so she wasn't dealing with that, and she wanted more debts. And I started thinking, okay, this might not be good. But then after that, I realized that each time she visited, she would want me to snap her. She loved pictures and was all about selfies.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what, this is it. I had to call it off because I realized it wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't take her seriously.
Which also rhymes with what Philip is saying in a way, because like from what you're saying, if she's definitely snapping pictures and she's even asking you to do that for her, I'm sure she's on Instagram or any of the social media posting pictures of environments that she has been to connote the false lifestyle, whereas she has other debts, and instead of trying to sort them out, she's even incurring more debts by maybe acquiring unnecessary things. I do understand. So I guess that as men, what do you expect from a woman? Do you want a woman who will be real from the beginning, or a woman who is going to be pretentious, and then when it comes to, when you guys go further in the relationship, she can be who she really is? Because some people say, oh, well, I wish this person even pretended for a couple of years. At least pretend to be nice. At least pretend to be okay, and then change later. So do you agree with that saying, or you prefer the woman to be head on, straightforward from the start?
I like women to be straight honest from day one. Because if you're gonna start finding skeletons in the closet after you pop the question, then it's gonna be like, whoa, did I make a mistake, or did I just get myself into more trouble? I don't know about you.
Yeah, exactly. You feel betrayed. Yeah, you feel like, oh my word, I didn't know this. I didn't know it was all about this. I prefer it straight up front. Just tell me, let me know who you are right from the beginning. Then I can make decisions with regard to what I think about you. Not for me to make certain decisions and then suddenly realize that you're not the person that I thought you were. So for me, being straightforward from the onset is very important. Very important.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm happy to hear this. So, can you list me 5 things aside the things you said? Like, describe me the kind of woman that you want to end up with, the kind of woman you want to wife up. Just give me a brief description. It might not even be 5, it might be more than 5, but I want a short description. So let's imagine that you have like various ingredients. God hands it to you and says, I want you to create the kind of woman that you want. I want you to give me that description. Create her. Do the mix right now. Let's see.
Next. Wow.
So let's go from physical to from the outer beauty to the inner beauty. Just give us a cooked a cooked version of her, cooked and baked by you.
Look, outer beauty comes with inner beauty. So if she's beautiful on the inside, personality-wise, and she's got the traits to show it on the outside as well, then yes, that's one thing I look at. But if you, because they say the eyes is a window into the soul.
Yes.
So if the soul is dark, then the outside is dark. But if the soul is bright and beautiful, you know the outside's also going to be bright and beautiful.
So in that big bowl of mix now, what are you going to add in? So you want a bright and beautiful soul.
Yeah.
And then physically, do you like her? Do you like her to be, like you said, you like a decent looking girl, right? So I want you, it's like you're making your own cocktail now. So I want you to tell me what you want to throw in the mix. You're throwing decency inside, you're throwing stability. So that's just like that.
Yeah.
So what more can you throw in the mix?
Look, I like a perfect hourglass shaped bodied woman.
Nice. Now
Not
you're
one
coming.
that's, the top is a little smaller than the bottom. Because
Okay.
let's face it, everybody wants a Kim Kardashian ass or a J-Lo ass.
Yeah.
And not everybody was gifted with that type of body.
Yeah.
That's not something that I like in a woman. I like a woman to be perfectly balanced.
Okay.
So yeah,
So she should be an hourglass.
yes.
Oh, nice. What other behaviors do you expect from her? Throw it in the mix.
Behavior-wise, like you said, if she's kind and she's not cruel, that's also good. But it mainly comes down to how she portrays herself in public and how she portrays herself at home. Because if in public she's like, I'm everybody's and a girl, and at home I'm like, no, I'm just yours.
Yeah.
That is double standards for me. I don't want double standards.
Okay. And how about you?
Yeah, I just remembered what one of these philosophers said, Aristotle. He said, know thyself. So it is always important to start with yourself, know who you are. Then that would help you to know the kind of person that will be compatible with your personality, the values that you have and stuff like that. So for me, I've already come to terms with the kind of lady that I think I would work best with, and the kind of lady that I easily get attracted to. A lady that is not very bulky, right?
Okay.
Honestly, I don't mind if she's slim, not a problem with me. But more importantly, just as he said,
You see, slim guys love fat women, and
I
this
hear
is the
that a lot
opposite of
too.
what
Yeah,
I'm hearing
I'm
right
different,
now.
you see,
He says he wants an hourglass. You say you don't
so it
want
just
a
shows
fat
that
lady. Okay.
different strokes for different folks. Very interesting. So for me, honestly, I just like it well toned down, slim, and possibly tall. But then one thing that I've come to realize is that someone's personality can overshadow their beauty. So it means that
That's what
if a
you said.
lady is very attractive on the inside and she's not very attractive on the outside, and as a man you're looking for such traits in her, and you see them coming to you, they now overshadow the outward beauty that you first saw.
Yeah.
It has happened to me before. At first you see a lady and you're like, this is not the kind of lady I like, but then you hang around with her and you realize, oh, she is charming.
So, like, what can
Yeah.
she do to make it charming? Because now you're making your own bowl of you're designing your kind of woman.
Yeah.
So, what kind of things should she have
Beautiful.
in her to complete that?
I love that. I love ladies with a sense of humor because I laugh a lot, and they say laughter is the best medicine. And I love ladies that can easily understand me, and then, for instance, there's certain jokes we just crack and then we laugh over it. Others may not understand what's happening. I like that connection. I would love to have a lady that I can easily connect with, and a lady that is open. What I mean by open is she can easily, just as I said earlier on, tell me how she feels and what she feels, what she expects of me, what she wants from me, and things like that. I appreciate that a lot. I like a lady who is sociable. I go out with my friends and she's able to contribute something meaningful, and people are like, word, yeah. You know, it makes me feel, yeah, that's my lady, you know?
So she should be smart and also
Yeah,
initiative.
exactly. I really appreciate that a lot.
Wow.
Lady that can be, yeah, just as you said, initiate, you know, bring about ideas and say, why did you do it that way, and then we talk about it and we see how it is. And I don't like a lady who I hurt her and then she's quiet about it and she pretends. I've experienced that before and it hurts me because I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. But obviously she's not fine. Obviously. And then that begins to drain you.
Yes.
That begins to kill the relationship.
So I guess
Yeah.
that for both of you now, what you're saying is that the inner beauty is what counts the most.
Definitely.
Yes, the outer beauty is important, but the inner beauty is what counts the most. So do you find a lady who wears makeup and, you know, dresses skimpy, do you find her attractive, or you'd rather go for a decent looking girl who, whether she wears makeup or not? Okay, like some guys say no, they don't like makeup, and some guys say they love makeup. Which one is it for you?
Well, for me, anything moderate is cool. I don't have a problem with makeup, honestly. It's when it's excessive that I may have a problem with that. But if it's moderate, honestly, I have no issues with makeup. I think it commends her, it makes her up, it makes her look cool. It sort of enhances whatever beauty she has.
Yes.
But if it's excessive and it's, you know, too much, that's where I begin to be like, this is outrageous.
And what about you?
Yeah. Also for me, if a woman wears too much makeup, it's like you're hiding what's really on the inside.
Wow.
And if I want a woman to be there for me, I don't want her to hide what's on the inside.
Yes.
I don't want to be able to go out of her and be like, wow, you have all this beautiful in and out, but you hide it under a ton of makeup. That I kind of find not very attractive. Same with skimpy outfits.
Yes.
I understand that women wants to wear skimpy outfits because it's attention grabbing, but that to me, it gets too much. I like a woman that's decently dressed in public because then it shows she's confident in herself and she doesn't require others' attention to get that confidence.
Yes.
I don't know how you feel about
Yeah.
that, because
That's a strong point. That's a very strong point. Well, guys, in order not to make the video too long, but thank you very much for agreeing to, you know, to do this video with me. I really appreciate it. And ladies, there are still awesome guys out there who still want a basic, not, I wouldn't use the word basic, but who still want that homely girl, that girl who is smart, intelligent, that girl who doesn't need to go over the top to prove herself, somebody who is just confident and is ready to be filled up even as she fills out, if that makes any sense to you. So you don't need to be, you don't need to say, oh no, all guys want the same thing. No, you can hear from, it might be similar, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't seem so hard, because yeah, at the same time, think about it, you guys actually gave similar points. So guys have similar things that they consider worthy enough for a woman to be called theirs, and they also have maybe a little bit of different things to the mix that is unique to them. So please work on yourself, put yourself out there the best way you can, be yourself and try to be confident. I'm sure that it will pay off one day. But thank you for watching our videos, and well, I'll see you next time. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, bye guys. Mwah.